Okay, let's start. I'll open my screen. I'll share everything in a minute. You guys cannot tell me that I didn't tell you that we were going lower. Hope you guys were ready for this move, because I was. Let's see how far we get. Everything's done perfectly. This channel is about trading like a professional, calm, structured, and in control. I'll give you guys some minutes to join, and then I'll start. Okay, next week will be different, and starting for January too. So the next 2 weeks, everything will change in this. I got a new mentor and I got to follow. I have no excuses. Yeah. This is what the market is drawn to right now. It took, that was a long time. The buy side liquidity right here from 6 hours for. So we're making a changing character to the upside too, and it looks like it just will go to the next liquidity pool right here. I'll go over yesterday's trade. If we could have done something differently, probably we could. So I'll give you guys 1 more minute to join, and then I'll go over it. I do got some stuff to tell you guys. So I got a new mentor, and I have to follow his rules a little bit more. So there will be a little bit less live trading, a little bit more educational parts into it. I'll do my best to keep the lives as good as they can, but they will reduce to 3 times a week instead of full time. So look, this is where we've been. That was a nice ranging part. So we ranged here. So this is that sideways move that we were in. We just took out that liquidity right here. We are in a 5 minute. Did we tap this? No, not yet. So if the market wants to go a little bit more, taking out liquidity, we still have some trend line liquidity right here that it can take out. And it probably will also do this and then go to this target. That's my main idea that I see right now. After that, we probably will fall further down. We're almost at the full target that I wanted to see. Look, I'll hide everything for a second. So again, we're still in that same structure what I was about telling from the last time. So this was a move. We're moving downwards from this move. So again, this was the biggest move. We came back to that 7-8 level. I said we are moving to that liquidity to the downside. This is our main target right now. On a higher time frame. This is the draw of the liquidity right now. So this is the biggest liquidity pool that we can see. Now, yesterday, I actually believed that we were going to go back down after that move back up. We actually hold it a bit longer. That can happen, of course. Put everything back. So I'll go over yesterday's trade. I will not jump in this move right now. I'll be patient and see what we do. So we're now in a 5 minute. I want to see how we act off of this. Do we see a full change back down, or does it continue to that target right here? So this is the main target that I see. It's not 100 points. Yeah, we definitely can jump into this if we get a tap on those 5 minutes just below here. If we can get some retracement to those 5 minutes, I would love to long off of that. So if you come back to this level, I'm longing to the highs. So I want to see first the retracement back to here. And then I want to long to probably this level somewhere. That would be the main target. So I'll be patient, see if we get that retracement. If we do, I'll long off of it. I'll keep my screen open on another chart for a second so that I can see it. So again, I hope everybody is learning a little bit more every day about our market structure and how to read it, because this move down was already expected yesterday when I actually wanted to trade it to the downside. I'm not sure that we will get that entry. Let's see if we can take this somewhere. Yeah, I will be patient until we see some form of retracement to jump into it. So this is the idea that I see right now, so that we can have a retracement, a little bit back into it, and then a continuation to this main target. So that would take out all this trend line liquidity from yesterday. That's an hourly for value gap, and it would actually indicate that we can move then back down after taking this liquidity out. Morning, Emily. So everybody that's been watching knows that we were expecting lower prices, and this is exactly what we saw again. So break of structure, retest, move back down, break of structure. So this is a new break of structure to the downside. So we can take this full thing off. That's why I was expecting actually price yesterday to fall down. It just moved up a little bit further. That was a draw of liquidity right here. So take this off. Now the good thing is we can actually draw a new movement. So this was the new move now that we took. The main idea is that we actually go back down to fair value of price. We probably won't do that at one time, so we'll probably first go to this target and then move a little bit back down and then back to that target. So anywhere in this region, if we have some form of retracement, that would be great to go to that 50 level, but I'll probably only take it to this high because this is the major liquidity pool that I see. So any retracement that we get that we can jump into would be nice. Yeah, if it keeps moving without us, that's fine too. Then we just let it go. So we have right here, we are now trading inside the fair value gap. So here we could get some resisting from the left side because this one was an untapped movement. So here we could get a resisting that we could move further down. And then if we get that entry, I'm gonna long off of it. So for anybody that just joined, starting next week, there will only be 2 lives. I will do Monday and Tuesday. The rest of the week, I will take fully off. So there will be no trades that week afterwards. And the last week of December, I will do 29 and 32. So I'll do Mondays and Tuesdays next week's and coming week. And the rest of the week will be no trading for me. Just because it's holidays, guys, you have to take some free time too. Starting January, I will see what happens. because I've got myself a mentor and I have to follow him. Yeah. If we pay somebody, we need to make sure I can be the student again. That's the good thing about it. And believe me, that's not the easy part for me, being a student. But definitely will be fun. Oh, I'm gonna get myself a drink. Looks like the market just wants to continue right here. So, like I said, not jumping in anything, just being patient until we have a small retracement back to it. If we don't get a retracement, we probably will have to be patient for open, and then we can have it, or later, we will see. Because we missed the move by like a half hour or something like that. Oh. He has had a nice clean entry. So look, this was the last 5 minutes, and this could have been a nice entry through yes. Stops at the low and continues to the high. And Q did not take it. I was watching it. If we tapped that 5 minutes to see how we act, but we didn't even touch it. So next week for everybody, I would recommend that you at least take some time off the charts for yourself, that you at least take some family time, enjoy, and come back with a fresh mind after New Year's. There will be less volatility in the market anyways, so I would recommend to take a break. It helps. So the move came actually out of this one. So we had a half hour, we tapped it and we started rallying off of it. So I hope to see us move a little bit lower first to come back into it and then continue. But the market, if it continues, yeah, it always does what it wants to do, of course. So I hope everybody can see also why I chose this as my main liquidity pool. what I want to see the market hit to. So the reason why this line is here is actually we're in a fair value gap. So I want to see if we breach that line, yes or no. So if we breach that high, that means that this fair value gap would be invalid and the market wants to continue. If we start to chop around here and start moving rapidly back down, we could take all of this back out. That means that we just took internal liquidity and that we had a full retracement of that move. Because once you understand these targets and see what I see when, oh, of course, any of these can be liquidity. So there can be liquidity above here, above this high, above that high. The reason why I took this one is, if we watch that hourly, that's actually the last one before an hourly fair value gap. That's the main reason. Plus there was trend line liquidity here. Build up, not that much, but a little bit. And then again, after a full movement down with a break of structure under this level, we made a boss to the downside. Try to put that in the screen if you don't see it yet. It helps you evaluate where the market moved from to where the market wants to go to. So we had a move, we came a retest, we had that move again. And you can definitely see where the strength lays right now in these candles. So we can see it took a long time to move back up and it took like 3 hours to move down. So definitely a nice difference in how strong the market is. If we get a retracement to this level, I'm going to take a long off of it. So I'll put a limit order in. We will see if we get it. That's 25,000. Stops will be placed on that half hours. From that low, that's about 50-point stop that we have. And I'm aiming for this target actually. That's about a 2.3 R. So we'll see how the market here acts if we get that entry. If I see the market change its hand again, instead of falling fully down, I'll probably jump in it sooner. Again, limit order on 25,002, stops at this low. Main target is this high. I'll be right back. I need to take a bathroom break really quickly. Okay. Morning, Aaron. Morning, Vele. So, if anybody didn't hear it yet, next week there will only be 2 trading days live. That's the 22 and 23. The week after that, 29 and 30 will be live trading. Otherwise, no live tradings for me the whole week. Come on, Nasdaq. Be nice for once. That should toch meer op het pad. So the prediction from yesterday was actually very correct. Again, while we moved up and wanted to move down, I was expecting it to happen a little bit sooner. Actually, we were chopping around here and it looked like it actually wanted to fall down. Now we didn't. We moved up to this draw of liquidity that it was right here. And that was actually that 78 level, if we watched that, or almost that 78 level. That was very close, actually. Look how close that came. That was very nearby, so it was above that 62 level. So we were tapping it multiple times. I was expecting actually the market to move lower right here. We didn't. So would it be doable if we put it on stop here? So I have a limit order open right now at this level. So put everything on the screen that you guys know. I was actually thinking this week, what would I do differently if I would start fully over again in trading? For people that actually start new in trading. And you know what I came up with? Less knowledge. The funny thing was actually that the more you know, the more you see, and the less easy you make it yourself. I would tell my younger self to keep doing what you were doing at the beginning. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Keep repeating the process over and over again, and don't look at anything else. Don't look at hours of YouTube watching or anything else like that. Just get that one strategy that you actually know that you want to be doing over and over again, and if you're consistent with it, I keep just doing it. Don't jump to another strategy, don't take another thing, don't learn a new thing, because everything that you see and it adds up to your knowledge. The thing is, the more that you see, the more your brain wants to tell you that you could be incorrect too. The less that you actually, most of the times, are correct. So the reason why this target is here, we actually aim for this one. So we probably will go fully to this. That would be full TP. So new break of structure to the upside right here. Definitely changing character was here already. So we had here changing character. But we're looking in a now form, guys. So we don't watch what happened. So we're really trading right now. So we don't want to be watching hours or days back in time. We do want to have that movement from the now. So that means this was a change in character. We closed up a high. We had a retest off of it. And you can actually probably even watch this. That would 50 level be. This missed it by a point. So this is a 50 level for me. So that was a retracement. Here we made a new break of structure to the upside. So we're moving up. So that would be a new retest. And if we watch this level, and if we can drop it, that 50 level would be here. So my entry is just above it. So that would be perfectly fine. And then we'll be aiming for, that would be a high, of course, of this structure down. Actually, this high would be better, but I prefer to take a wick because people put their stops there. And if the structure is correct, what we're moving up right now to make a break of structure to the upside. So we are actually aiming then for that 50 level again, where the market will definitely then move or fully down, taking out the lows, or hit that 62 level one more time. I'm not aiming for that 62 level. It doesn't always happen. So between this level and then right here, you want to be looking for a change in the market, that it shows its hand, that we're moving back down. And where we're aiming for, we are going for the lows. So we are actually aiming for this low right here. It's still on the screen. Go rewatch a few YouTube videos back from me or the lives. I explain fully in why this happened. So please learn this concept for yourself. Because if you can see this, you can do anything. There is no indicator on my screen, guys. Not one. The only thing I use is just that 50 level. And I actually don't use it completely because this would be already my target. So I just use it for you guys that you guys can see it. For me, actually, I prefer not to use any indicators. But just to make logic for you guys so that you actually see what I see, that you can follow that rhythm. So we had a 15-minute close now. So we do have a fair value gap right here. So I hope we get that tap and then we can continue off of it. I hope now that doesn't happen in the next 15 minutes or this market will be here again. So 15 minutes from open. I do hope that this candle stays up high enough. Because if this hits now in the next 15 minutes, that we could just as easy beat that liquidity then. I'll explain also why. Because if this candle closes all the way back down here, it's actually not a very bullish candle anymore. It's looking more like a doji or something, and it can even be a not positive candle. So this is a bullish candle, so it could even be a bearish candle right here when it ends to. Nonetheless, I'll leave this open. I'll put it in. That's a full art trade, by the way. So we can see we got rejected once, twice, 3 times of this high, and we're still in this fair value gap right here. So this is the resisting now that we have. So an imbalance, there were left open orders in here. So a fair value gap that everybody knows out of it. So this is an imbalance. There is left open orders in this part, and that's why we have sometimes a struggle to get through it, because the market pushed them. So the buyer stepped in and they pushed the market up higher. And right here, there were still orders for selling that didn't get filled. So once the market hits that level, the market tends to move to a different direction just because of it hitting those orders. And if they are not strong enough to push through it, it will retrace a bit to come back into this left open buy orders, actually. So when it comes back down, it can push back up. That's why the market moves the waves. We will see if we get that entry. Like I said, we will have to be patient. Nothing where I could jump in right now that I want to either, except of that one. If this wants to fall a bit and it stops like halfway, that would be great. So now we can have the next move down on open. So if open hits, we're also creating now a 30 minutes. So if open hits just that 30 minutes entry, I'm taking one entry on it too. I'm not going to let that one ride again like yesterday or the day before, that we had a clear entry right here, and on this half hour, it was actually on this candle right here. So this was the entry on the half hour at open, and my entry was like 10 points lower or something like that, and we missed this full move up. So that was a bit for 10 points. Yeah, this can happen, so I was okay with it, but still I prefer to be in these kind of trades when they start moving in my direction. It's always nicer, of course. How's Spain, Aaron? Still in Spain? Loving it? GM, morning. So anybody that just joined, next week, only Monday and Tuesday will be live stream. The week after that, the same. And then it will be New Year. After New Year's, I'll let everybody know in Discord how it evolves. The Dune mentor told me that I have to do a little bit less live streams on YouTube. I have to be a bit more in depth with other stuff. So if I want to grow myself into a better mentor for you all, I will just have to follow. It feels strange to do stuff that's not in my dictionary yet. But the good thing is I will learn something new. So happy to see what his results will bring. That's not a trading mentor for once. It's more a businessman. So everything's on the screen, guys. So just being patient right now. Not much I can do. If you have any questions, let me know. Glad to help or answer them. So. Yeah, so sure, I can give you a lot of advice. First of all, I have a structured plan. F4. Okay, I'll share you a link in the chat. Make sure that you do this. Let me get my documents. That's my life map. 30-day consistency, traded to funded. This probably is this one. Yeah. I'll share your spreadsheet. Don't trade if this is not completed. The other thing that I can give you as advice is, first of all, I'm going to ask you a few questions, just to answer honestly, otherwise I can't help you. First of all, why did you take more trades than you actually do? Yeah, I'm gonna be brutal honest too. If you traded more than you should trade it, first of all, that's fear that you have. Yeah, okay, so that was fear of losing money. So first of all, trading is a probability game. So you have to be okay with it by not making money all days, every day. It's not like a job. It's not like anything else. It's just you have to be okay with it by making some days money and sometimes giving something back. You just make to make sure that the ones that you make money, that they are bigger profits than the ones that you give back to the market. That's it. Look, I'll share my trading journal from weeks and weeks that I've journaled. No, not that one. Where's my trading journal? And look, I got months where I only have like a 50% win rate. And this can happen. It's not because we only have like a 50% win rate that we cannot make money. You just have to be okay by not being right all the time. If you cannot be okay by not being right all the time, then you got the problem that you were not aware enough while you were trading. So look, I'll share my screen, my second screen again. So look, this is my actually win rate that I got. So I got 60%, 50%, 62, 62, 53. So that means out of 19 trades that we took, I got 10 profits and 9 not. So I need to be okay by those 9 not profits and let go of it. If you trade on a prop firm account, I can give you a few pointers that you will have to do that will stop you from re-entering a trade, but then be okay with it by letting it go afterwards. So first thing that you can do is lock yourself out after you took a trade. Doesn't matter if it's a profit, yes or no. You lock yourself out immediately. That can be one that you can do. I'll put them on the screen, so what can help? That's one. I will put a little bit smaller. Second thing that can help is make sure you have a plan. Third thing that can help. If the plan doesn't fit, if you don't have the criteria to enter, you cannot enter a trade. Third one. So one. Set a max daily loss so that you can not go over it. And set, if you use StopStep, you can actually just put a max daily loss if you use a prop firm, and you can actually also put it in that you cannot trade again. Then also block your bank account. So make sure that you don't buy a new evil or something, or evaluation, because otherwise you will do it again. Take a walk after a not profit trade. And after a profit trade. Six, never be longer on the screens than 2 hours. These all help, guys. You guys see me trade 2 hours a day, so there's a reason why I do certain things. If I was here 6 hours a day all time, I would not be. Look, I was mentally exhausted after trading 4 hours, weeks on a road after each other. It was exhausting for me. So this is why I stopped doing it. It was too much. 7. If I traded without you guys being live with me, that was easy. If I have to mentor it also, it takes more energy from me. So that's why it was more exhausting. So 7, what can you do too? Okay, log your trades. It sounds silly, but after you took a trade, log your trades. Log your trades, so log them in. So make sure that you have a journal that you can journal it immediately and then step aside. You have to be able to do this, because trading is a mental game, guys. So there is only so many people that make it in trading because you are watching what you didn't make. You have to start watching what you can make. So look at the positive side of trading. So if a trade doesn't go correctly, still look at a positive way. So look at it in a monthly form. So say that you had not a good day, can happen, but the day afterwards can be totally different. There's nothing telling us that we have to do constantly the thing over again. Other one I can do, only Like for me, I prefer only limit order trades. This prevents you from entering trades where you're not supposed to be entering it. These are already 9 options that you can do immediately when you start trading. Tell somebody nearby, if there's somebody knowing this, that you actually can do this. Tell somebody that he has to get control over your account. So say that somebody lives in your neighborhood, or somebody, your friend, or your parents, or anything else. Give them your account and let them lock you out after taking a trade, or let them be your accountability partner, and you have to explain to them exactly what happens. It will not be fun to do, but it will help. Because if you have to explain it in details why you were doing it, you can see yourself redoing it, and it helps you to eliminate the thought process you were doing already. I'll explain a little bit different. If you have to replay a trade and you did something that was incorrect, I'm gonna watch this trade for a second. That's a 30-minute tap right now. Hope we get a little bit lower than that, because that would be a wide stop. Now I've got to leave my limit order in what it is. Yeah, somebody took that entry on that 30 minutes. Could be fine too. The stops will be at the same place, but for me that stop is just a bit too wide. It's a 70-point stop. I'm not going to take 70-point stop. So number 10, get an accountability. Partner to explain why you took all trades. Next one, 11. Watch the charts for a week and do not trade. Do not take any trades that week. You do have to be present. You're not allowed to take any trades. I got a lot of those, so guys, there are a lot of stuff we can do. You will have to pick the ones that fit for you. You got multiple ways to help yourself overcome this. The one reason is because you don't have an edge. So my real thought process right now that I immediately see is, first of all, you don't believe in yourself. I'm just being honest, guys, so I don't care if you think it's true, yes or no. This is what I'm sure it is. So you don't believe in yourself because if you did, you will not retrade. Retake a trade to trade. And if you overtrade it, it can happen. You acknowledged it right now. Believe me, it happened to me too. It's not, you're not the first one that gets into your brain. So be okay with it, what happened right now. Do not try to make that money back fast, because this is not how it's gonna work. You will have to be patient, build that skill set, be okay with every trade you take again, and build it up consistently. It's not how fast you make money. And so I hate people that they always tell you, you can make fast money in trading. You can make fast money, but you can lose a lot of money too when you do this. Oh wait, this looks like a good, this one I should have taken. Shit. Yeah, it is what it is. I'll leave the limit. If we missed it, it missed. I wanted to see that 50 level get hit. If anybody to jump into this, I would put your stop then under this one. If you took this move. Not sure if it's still on the screen. Yeah, here. So make a copy of this and do these things. I shared you a link in the text. Fill in those 30 trades and make sure that you do that. It's so easy, and it's not and not easy too. So it's easy for somebody to tell on the other side. It's sometimes not easy for yourself to see yourself do it. I got a very good meditation program that you can use too. It's helps you recognize certain stuff and lets you get out of that fear mindset of not getting enough. Look, I can jump into a trade right now. I would be great, but would I have followed my plan then? No, I wouldn't. So why would I jump in this then? I have to be patient. If it comes to my entry, I'm happy. If it missed my entry, I'm happy too. It's just a day trading. I'm been here for 6-7 months, constantly live streaming. So I see it come by every day. So if I miss a trade, I miss a trade. If I get a trade, I'm happy. If I don't get a trade, I'm happy too. Let's come back tomorrow. Yeah, see, this is perfectly. Emily says this too. So I want you to do 30 days from now on. So until the next month, the 18th, I want you to do 1 trade a day and lock yourself out. I'm locked out right now. Morning, Arjun. So if you took a trade and you got a profit or you didn't get a profit, immediately stop trading. Lock yourself out for the full day. That's it. 1 trade a day. If you can do that for 30 days in a row, it will be a new implement in your brain, and it will be stuck to it, and you will be able to do it over and over again. So how does your brain work? It's a very easy and complicated thing together, actually, your brain, but it's something that needs repetition to get it imprinted. So ask yourself a simple question: how did you learn to ride with a bike? By repeating the process over and over again, by failing the first time or not always getting what you wanted, but repeating the process slowly over and over again. So, and then now if you take a bike, you probably ride it anywhere immediately. So what can you do to prevent yourself from over trading is making sure you can't. So how can you not trade again is by locking yourself out immediately. Profit, no profit, $1,000 loss, $1,000 profit, it doesn't matter. If it's a euro profit, if you took a trade and you only went in with 1 contract and it made you $10, you stop trading. It doesn't matter if it went 100 points further. Don't jump in again. That's a rule. If you took a trade, you took a partial, and you put your stop at break even, don't trade again. Make rules for yourself. Make sure that you can follow them. And that's why, look, if you go rewatch a few streams of mine, this is why I knew that we were going down yesterday. I wanted to see it happen here. It was too soon, it happened, but I was okay with it. I got a minus 0.1 loss yesterday. Okay, great. I didn't trade again. I came back the morning and I said, oh, look, we had to move. This is the first time I saw the chart. It was at 8, I believe 750 or something like that I start watching the chart for 5 minutes before I come online, and then it's it. I've been there. I've done it all. Believe me, you're not the first one, and you're definitely not the last one that's going to do this. But the only thing that you have to do is be aware of yourself, what you do, and stop doing it. I cannot do that for you. This is something you will have to do for yourself. Lock yourself out is something you will have to be learning at the beginning that you need to do, and at the end part, you will do it automatically. So if you can do this 30 days, you probably do this automatically. It's the same if you drive 30 days to the same road with your car and you go to the same place every time. You probably don't even watch how you get there. Have you ever been in a car and drove into a certain destination and you actually already were there and didn't even know that you were driving? So that means that you are actually doing it automatically. And this is what your brain does. If you repeat a process over and over and over and over again, it does it automatically and you have less control over it. So if you want to have control over it, you have to take that part out immediately and start implementing what you want it to do. Yeah, you see, that's my wife, by the way. She's our mental coach. If you're in the Discord, you can ask her anything. So if you want to have mental treatments and you want to have take that part solved, that's her department. She's look, she is the first trader I ever seen that didn't got a problem with that. She is the one tradester that I ever saw in my life that never, or trader that I've seen in every time that I've been trading, that actually could do that immediately. Lock herself out, take one trade, done with it. I didn't mind at all about anything. She just could do it over and over again. And it looks like we may not get that entry. It's again like 10 points, right? It's 9 points off my trade. Yeah, I don't mind if it moves, it moves. It is what it is. So we got 15 minutes in open right now. We just moved a little bit down. So we just came actually, we closed this off. So we'll probably move now up to that target. Okay, if we take out this high, I'm gonna do it like this. So if we take out this high and we see a smaller value gap get formed, we could enter it, but then we have to put our stops under this one. Less safe trade, still possible to get a nice R collection, even a better R collection probably than this one, but a bit less safe. But we need to take this structure out, first of all, and we do need a retest and back into that structure before taking that trade. Same principle, we made a break of structure to the upside again, we had a retest off of it, and we continue off of it. We do not trade anything else yet. So you have to get like one model into your brain to keep doing this over and over again. Like I said, first of all, we need a break of structure before we can implement anything that we want to do. So even look, this came like 10 points off my entry, and I'm still not just jumping into anything. This doesn't help myself. I know this. I need to be that patient. This is how I always trade it. And the next thing that I can do also to yourself is do not move your stop nor your TP for 30 trades. If an entry comes, I want you to close your book. Don't watch your trade. Your TP is there and your stop is there, and take a walk. Get off the screens immediately. You're close to the upside. This program, is like the best there is in the world. What we're talking about. This actually was done in you're only trading the odds, yeah. The market moved exactly like I said it would move. We just didn't get that entry tap. Oh, farther up. So you can be sad about it, but you just can be okay with it too. I'll share you a link for that program. Give me a second. That's the program. Morning, Dr. Wu. Yeah, it came from 5 points from our entry. We're not in it. So I was telling if we have like a 5-minute break of structure to the upside, and we get some form of valley gap inside, that we can continue up. My main target is actually here, and full TP would be that 50 level actually. So that's on 25,200. That's where I see the market go today. That will be the highest that I can see it go to. I'll take this off the screen. So you can do research on this program. That meditation that I just shared is actually amazing what it can do for your brain. It makes you aware of what you do. It also lets you see things that you don't want to be seeing, guys. So it lets you see all the positive things about yourself and all the not positive things about yourself. So be the good thing is if you can see what you're not doing great, that you can also change it. So limit is still on the screen. I'll take myself a drink. I'll be right back. Oh, hey. You sit. So I see that we now make a break of structure. If we get a tap of that 5 minutes, I would enter that trade too. So I'll do it differently. So we are now entering a break of structure. So if we get a tap like in this 5 minute region right here, I would enter the trade, put my stop at this low and continue that long. So let's see if we get an entry. If this minute and a half closes above this candle, we got a break. And I want to see a tap of that 5 minutes, and I'm entering that long on based on this, and the stop will be here then. So still being patient, not doing anything yet. I want to see it close above, not inside. Just explaining what I will do. This is not a close above, so there is no entry. Now, anytime, I'm here to help, so that's why I'm doing this. Look, I've done everything, guys. So and if you really want to start making money in, so this is no entry for me. We didn't close above. I'm not taking this. I want to be patient now. My market can just as easy go back. So we got rejected once, twice from those highs. That's why I'm not taking it. Give me a minute. I believe somebody's at the door. So this is why I didn't want to enter. We got a strong rejection, not that high. So still, we'll be patient for this entry. If you want to go watch one of my, I believe I got a full mention also about. Hi. I got multiple educational movies about mindset actually and what you should be doing. I'll share you one. Look, this one is actually not on public. Anybody in here? Look, you guys get a free educational movie today, because this one is actually not publicly shared. Look, I'll show the full one. Look, go watch this. Look, this one is not publicly shared normally, so. There is 19-hour course in here, and one of the things is actually mindset fully, and I believe lesson 1 is mindset already. Yeah, lesson 1 is mindset. So this is took some time to make this, so enjoy. Go watch that part of the mindset. Actually, it will help you a lot. I do have to say this looks less and less good, this trade right now, where we want to be jumping in a trade, just because of the market, how it's moved. So what does it do? I will explain how and what I see exactly. So we moved up, we made a change, the structure. Okay, I'm okay with that. That can happen. So, but now we're moving, after we took out the high, we took out actually Asia high right here. Yeah, that was Asia high that we took out and open. And we're starting to move rapidly downwards. So the next major liquidity pool is actually Asia low. I'm leaving this limit order in because it was there already. So if we get tapped, I'll enter this, but that's a big candle. So I'll take that entry right here instead. I'll move it up. Look, that's my entry right now. Limit order is off the screen. I will let it do its thing. Yeah, this came like 1 point of my entry, so. Aiming same target. That's a bit more than 61.20. That's a bit more than 1 hour. There's 2 contracts inside, so a bit more than 1 hour right now. It's a 1.6 to the first target. Full TP will be that 50 level, so that would be a 3 hour that we can make. I will take something off once we hit that first target. So limit order, sell right here. Second limit order, sell at full TP. Well, I'll probably take it to that. Do we have a round number in here? 25,200 is a round number, so I'll make it 25,080. Yeah, that will be full TP for me. So in a long for everybody. There's also a reason why the market always comes back to certain levels. So after a break of structure, the market wants to come back to a fair value of price. So that was actually an entry on a fair value of price. But the market did move a little bit high. So if you actually put into certain stuff, and actually it's not from here that the market moved, it started moving from here. So this was our move. So we actually hit that 50 level. and my entry was just under it right now. Because the market moved up a bit further, we actually have to adjust that movement of that Fibonacci tool actually for where the 50 level is. So that's a full R, aiming for the highs. That could be a 2.88. This can take at least, that can be a 2-hour trade, guys. So be patient. This can take a while before we're done. I'll leave this open for the rest of the day. We will see what happens. I do appreciate it all for you guys giving the thumbs up. It helps me grow step by step. Once we move high and we hit this level somewhere, I want to take that entry to my entry. Then I'll put it to my entry. The stop to my entry. If you want to be less points and stop, you can put your stop into here too. The market should not move all the way back down to that level. Not really something that I would love to see. The market should continue. So we've got a few voids right here. So this is something that the market always comes back to. So this was a grab, a wick grab, we call this. But those are the major liquidity points. So this is a liquidity point right here that we can see. It's buy side liquidity on the top. Same for here. And the reason why this would be full TP is because the market is drawn to fair value of price, and that's full TP, so this will be fair value of price. A win or no win, that's the only trade that I will be able to take today. Once we get to that buy side liquidity and we move above the high again, I'll put my stop to my entry. We should not come back then. So if we take this high, so once we make a new BOS to the upside, stop to entry. And if you want to be without any risk right now, and you put your stop now to that Wix low, you can be fully out of risk. That's like a free trade that you got. It's like a 2-point trade or something like that. The market should continue right here already. But that's up to you. I'm just going to leave what it is. So this could take a while. So if anybody has a question, you can ask. She trades not every day anymore. Thanks. She still trades red line, but not every day. It was mentally a bit exhausting. So she took a break for a while. And still, it is for everybody, the same thing. She prefers crypto. It's more real for her. So here's the last point. So I'll explain everything what I always do. So this is actually always TP1 after the move down. So now I want to see that continuation. I don't want to see us come back now. If we do come back, I'll probably close the trade like a point under my entry. I want to see it move up right now. So we've been chopping. We took a liquidity. We took a liquidity on both sides. So they needed those liquidities on both sides to make the market move in their direction. Again, the market is fuel. So the liquidity is fuel for the market. So this liquidity, those stuff is actually where the market gets the fuel off to move the market when it wants to go to. So if we have a retest into a fair value gap and we have a continuation, the first TP that I always take normally is the high of the last candle that was a down movement. Now we tap that right here. I'm not taking a partial because this is not even worth taking a partial off of it. This is like 25 points. So now what I don't want to see is that we come back down right now. If we do come back down right now, I'll probably close the trade at my entry. Because this is the last part. We also came in a 3-minute fair value gap right here. We got an inverted fair value gap right here. So if you don't know what an inverted fair value gap are, those are two fair value gaps laying over each other. And they both hold value. But as long as we don't close above that high again, this one still is still valid. So we retested that right now. So if we now move further down and go to this liquidity right here, I don't want to be part of it. It would be outside my trading hours. I have to be staying a lot longer into it. So I want to see it move rather quickly. 4 hours still looks bullish. So this still looks good. That 1 hour looked nicely bullish. We still got 20 minutes in it. So it's still, everything looks perfectly good. But once an hourly takes out liquidity and it takes out an internal liquidity, I prefer that it continues moving. Otherwise, I prefer to be out of it sooner. Because I know out of experience, if we make a break of structure and we have a continuation play, we actually almost never are more than 5 minutes. If we have a good continuation play, we are never more than 5 minutes actually not in profit. It's actually tap, move. So like same like here, we had a tap, we moved out. And if you watch this in 5 minutes, you can see was a tap and we moved out. This is how the action you want to be seeing if the market wants to continue in your favor. So that's what's same from here. That was a tap and it moved out. So it should not move back. So if it comes back to that entry part, I'm out. Because London swept now both sides, so London should continue up. So move stop up to here, under that hourly. So that's about a 3-point stop that I got right now. Yeah, if we sitting here and we want to go back to those lower gaps, I'm not gonna be holding that through. So this way we can close the books easy with no attachments to anything. 3 points is like real nothing. That's only like 2 contracts. So this is like a 4-point stop that we got. So that's $8. That's $16. So that's really like a lot. That's not even 0.1. So full TP, still the same targets. We will let this ride up. So I moved stop to here. Up to 25,042. And now let the market do its thing. So now we made a full break of structure. We took that high, so we should definitely continue right now. This is, look, this is a textbook retracement with a continuation. This is something I love to see. Because this is the same like we had here. So we had a retracement, we full continuation, we had a retracement, and we see the same structure moving. So these candles are so massive. Yeah, it looks like nothing really in comparison to NY, but this is a massive candle, guys. If you want to push the market up like 0.1% or 36 points, that's a pretty massive candle for NY, for London. So anybody that jumped in with me with this one, you know, guys, the targets are, oh yeah, I'm in a trade. Should take this one off. What did I type? Oh shit. That was impossible to 42. That would be here. We were not even there. Oh, wait. So leave everything on the screen. I will not move anything. So now I do want to see a full move continuation. There is nothing else that I want to see be happening. We definitely can come back down to this level one more time to continue to so, but then I prefer not to be part of it. I prefer now to see the market slowly continue up. I'll stay here for another 10 to 15 minutes and then I'll be off for the day. So apart from my wife too, it's not her passion. She does it she did it for money. We don't actually fully need it apart, but she actually has a different path that she wants to be doing. So you have to also know what you want to be doing in life, and if it's not your clear path to trade every day, then you better take something else to do, something that you do really love. I'll even put my stop to my entry. That's like a 1 point. So I'm just on break even right now. I would really not been happy today if I didn't take that entry. That was like exactly 5 points of my of my original entry. I would have been something. Look, The emotions will always be there. So anybody that ever trades thinks the emotions ever disappear or change or move or be gone. They're never gone, guys. They will always be there. You just have to be able to deal with them. That's all. If you cannot deal with them, you will have to learn. There's no other way. It's no option. You will have to learn. So market moves nicely in our favor. It will start doing the same thing. So nicely up right now. This was 2 contracts. So I'm up 1 hour right here. So profit taking is up to you guys for yourself. So I'm holding, but the profits that you want to be taking is up to yourself. My stop is already at break even, so I don't have anything left in this trade except my full TP that I want to be seeing get hit. If you prefer to take a half or off or take a 1 contract off, that's all fine. You just have to be okay with what you do. I prefer holding. Let's see what we can get out of it. Look, I could have traded yesterday multiple times again, and I didn't because the market was just chopping. I didn't see it. I wanted to go down. I didn't want to. So then I was like, okay, where does the market wants to go to yesterday? I'll go over that trade, actually. And we were trading in this range. We got multiple rejections of this high. That was right. Yeah, in this area. We got 1, 2, 3 rejections. Now we got stopped on this little wick. We moved back down, and then it started very slowly moving further up. Where this was drawn to, that was on the screen too. Go watch the replay from yesterday. That there was a draw on liquidity on this level. Now the market just wanted to continue a little bit higher, and then New York, it actually just flushed straight to that TP that we wanted to see, because that was Asia low. This one was Asia low, actually. Or, no, this was Asia low. I wanted to take it to here. So this was my main target, actually. We flushed out of actually everything. Because if you have a full, so remember this one too. If we have a full retest, the first liquidity pool that the market then wants to take out is actually this one. It wants to make a new break of structure to the downside. If the market continues in a direction that we were already doing, this is what the market wants to take out, a break of structure, because it needs to make a new one. It already had that retest, so after the retest, it just continues doing the same thing over again. Enjoy the profits of the day, guys. This will be a nice one. It looks like a nice one at this point. I'm not going to say anything before we actually hit that full TP, but this looks like a very nice trade. So again, stops are at break even right now. Let this market play out. We had a nice entry. We had a happy for you. Were you not locked out? I'm locked out right now. Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna do some. Yeah, nice. Enjoy. Send me a picture. I love your view that you have there. Oh, that's good, man. Love it, farmer. Love it, Arjun. Great work. So this is a good mentality of a trader, guys. Lock yourself out until it's time to trade. Once you see the setup, you enter it and lock yourself back out. Oh, you entered on the pre-order. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's even better. What was pre-order? That was a 7, right? So that was 7 o'clock. So 7:05. So you entered on this one and actually stopped. Yeah, it came back to your entry and then it moved further up. So yeah, it never even came close to your stop. So good trade. Yeah, this model still works, but you have to take it to the key, man. If you want to take that pre-orb model, you do need to take my documents. I see people add stuff to my trading. So read the paper definitely and make sure that you follow it to the exactly what it says, because this is why some people didn't get profits out of it. You take okay, the pre-orb at 8, yeah, but it should be at 8. It's London time, guys. So I'm on New York. I'm on Brussels time. So I'm on my time. So pre-orb is at that one. You should take. So this is what people. That's 9, right? My time. You took it here on this level. Okay, so wait, 8, 8, 8, 5, 8, 10. So it moved. Yeah, 7. Make sure that you. Okay. Can I find the pre-orb documents? I'll have to take a look at Discord. It's been a while since I read it. Resources, lessons, course material, PDFs. No course material. Yeah, that one is. The only thing with pre-orb is that you actually and orb, you're never watching what liquidity does. So that's the only thing that I do and do not like about it. That you actually a bit have to be okay with what the market gives you. So we got 5 minutes. And I'll be off. I'll let the market do its thing here. So my stop is at break even or just above it. My stop is actually at this bottom of that wick, so it's just above my entry. So this way I got nothing in it. So it's just like, it's the same as my fee. So it's just above my my entry to pay my fees. So I actually, or I hit full TP or I get stopped at an entry. And that will be the only trade I take today, no matter what. So take a screenshot if anybody wants to know what happens. I'll be offline in about 5 minutes, so make sure that you know what everything is. And I would say enjoy your trading day. Don't stay too long after the charts. Daar ben ik. Okay. I wish you all a great trading session for the rest of the day. My kid needs me for my help, and it will take probably longer than 3 minutes. So enjoy the rest of the trading sessions, guys, and see you back. Tomorrow is no trading day for me, so it will be not tomorrow, it will be on Mondays. So no trading tomorrow. I need to listen to my mentor that I got. So again, no trading tomorrow, will be for Mondays. Enjoy and see you back on Monday, and have a great weekend too.